Hi all, right back with more Europa Universalis, Price of Power. This is the ambitious Margrave solo scenario. This is now my part 89. I just came straight back there pretty much, just copied that bit across. So yeah, nothing really to discuss. As well pushing on, we done a trade action. Chose not to take the trade, any trade, no, and just took the 2 ducats, cause yeah. If it had been maybe 10 ducats I was getting, maybe I would have went for it there, but I don't know. It's probably better just getting this finished, getting it done and dusted. So Austria's turn, they're sitting with 2 bot power. However, we are still causing them grief, which they're going to finish us off this time, I think. Is under attack by enemies or rebels? Yes, so they're going to go to defend and spend 1 of that 2 bot power. But they're not going to siege, I don't believe. So they spend 1 of that bot power, go to defend any area with invaders. Well, yes. Sorry. We are invading this area. So yes, has 2 bot power left. An army in an area where it can siege. Well, it could siege, but it's only got 1 bot power left. And that's why if we gave them the bot power... but then they just siege these back. I don't what's the worst of the 2 cases? I don't really know. So that's a no anyway. Army is greater than 2 times any invading force. My force is 1. So yes. Armies on the map, yes. Invaders in the area. In any area where bots MAC is greater than invading force, yes. Place the army in the area and bish bash bosh. They're going to come and get us. So go to land battle, they're going to gain 1 bot power again if victorious. They're just going to step up again. It's hopeless. Hopeless! Okay, let's kind of go through this quickly then, because we don't really... Any enemy is a player realm. Yeah, bot is attacker, yeah. You know what? It's not going to make much odds. So let me roll 5 white dice and get this out of the way. So they're the attacker. They hit us for 2. We've only got 1 unit, so that is our army defeated. We get to fire back with 3 white dice and 2 blue, but remember we can only hit with 1. It's got to be an artillery. We do get that hit. So we hit them for 1, they hit us for 1, but that's us. So well, let's just take their 1 away. And let's just give them that bot power while we're there as well, because they've won the battle. And that does defeat our units, all exhausted. And we can remove this as well, which is that's going to say in the yeah, enemy retreats, so there's no units left. Yeah, resolving bot receives a bot power, remove defeated armies from the board, end the battle. That's going to end our turn. That's it. Over to France. Yeah, I'm trying to think ahead what they're going to do now without my army on the board. Maybe that will mean they'll go and try and siege. I was kind of hoping that they might not be able to siege back before the end of the round, but then I'm not going to have time to do things. Right, France only have 2 bot power left now though. Although no, they want to siege, don't they? That's good. Well, they've took their event though. Is under attack by enemies or rebels? No. Army on the map board and can siege in the same area? Yes. So they're going to go to siege. They're going to siege up to 3, spend 1 bot power. Yeah, they can spend the 2 bot power they've got, because this is a large town, large province. So they spend the 2 bot power they've got left. Does mean they're going to pass next turn, I think, unless... And they're going to siege this... Oh. Right, they don't have large towns left. What happened happens there then? Did they get 2 small towns on it, or did they only get a small town on it? Or quick BGG search. Okay, quick search. BGG found similar. Well, it was. I thought it was. The question was about vassal tokens and doubling them up, and I knew you could do that. So why would I not have thought you could put 2 small towns? Anyway, the question was, it basically stated that you could put 2 towns rather than have, if you had run out of large towns. And the question was, can you do that with vassals as well? And Mix came round and replied with a yes. So that yes tells me that we can take 2 of these towns. Now, they're going to be an unrest, but yeah, I've got to assume that, in fact, I'm not going to put that one in unrest. It's only relevant. So it is an unrest, but, you know, it doesn't mean that we need to remove unrest from both of them. If we remove unrest from the top one, that's going to... Yeah, okay. That should be still occupied as well, shouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, the occupied marker's still up there. Yeah, well that's happened in this round, isn't it? Yeah, it's all happened in this round, so we've not done anything piecewise or that. So they are still at war or have towns with unrest on them in this area. Yes. Yeah, so they're going to end the turn. That's it. So back to us now. Why don't you just not put your army out or try and do enemy your army, Grant? Oh, I could do another trade. I don't want to give Austria ball power, I don't think. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play this. I'm going to play this card, I think. I still do have that development card as well. But, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. I mean, the fact it's moving us up to a bit, it's going to gain us 2 extra monarch power when that's not going to matter. But it's worth 2 prestige points to me, this, I think. And also it removes 1 unrest from something. So that is good as well. Is that the time you want to be doing this just now? Yeah, let's do it. So it would normally cost me 3, but it's adjusted by the stability. So it would be 3, but that's plus 2 we're sitting at. So it would be 5. However, we've got the idea to knock it down to 4. So it would cost us 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to gain 1 stability. And we're going to remove 1 unrest from 1 of my towns. Now, these that are occupied, I could remove them. I think it's a good idea to remove 1 of them, actually. Although, isn't Austria just going to come back in there now? Is that a waste? Maybe. Well, just do this one then. Because this one's not cored. And it's not got an army there supporting it. Well... yeah, you can do the suppress unrest on this, so you can't do it on that, but then... Right, quick look at what Austria is going to do next. So now it's not going to be under attack, is it? No, hang on. No, it is still, because we're occupying its towns. Enemies occupy any bot's towns. Enemies or rebels occupy any bot's towns. Yeah, I'm forgetting about this one. So that is still under attack by enemies or rebels. It's going to go to defend, spend 1. Any area with invaders, this time that's going to be a no. Army deployed in an area where it can siege provinces, no. If armies less than 3 units. Any area with bots towns that are occupied and no invaders, yes. Place army in such area without hostile units. Check for Mac. Prefer area with the highest tax value of own towns. Yeah. So it's gonna come in here. Then end the turn, and then it's not going to gain any bot power there. So next again time, it's going to go to defend and spend 1. Then it's not going to have bot power left. No. Yeah, see, then it's going to be in an area where it can siege. It's going to go to siege and gain 1 bot power. Ha! That's why it can always do it then, because it's always going to gain a bot power. So it's going to go to siege, gain a bot power, and it's going to siege one of these towns back. It's only going to have the 1 bot power, so it's only going to be able to do 1. Prefer own core provinces occupied by enemy, then opponents. None of these are cored, are they? No. So we've got Landshut, Munchen, and Regensburg. I think that is. So these 3, it's going to do Landshut in it. So does that mean I'm better? Because that is going to be him for the end of the game. Yeah, I think I'm going to remove my unrest from this one. Because that then means I'll only be rolling 1 rebel dice in this area, because this is going to get removed. And we've got 1, whereas that would be 2. And that one's got only 1, and this one's 1, but it's cored. So that's what I'm going to remove the unrest from. And remember, that's not a suppress unrest action, so it's coming straight from this card. So the fact that it was just occupied, that is fine. Of course, the thing is, if I'm going to have time to build an army again, I'm going to have more unrest out there anyway. Okay, that was my turn. Let's just go with that. Right. Austria, well, we've just kind of cycled through what that is they're going to do here. They still have 2 bot power left. They are still under attack by enemies or rebels, so they're going to go to defend and spend 1. Go to defend. Any area with invaders, well, this time the answer is no. So, army deployed in an area where it can siege provinces, no. If army is less than 3 units, it is not. Any area with bots towns that are occupied and no invaders, yes, there's a few of them. Place army in such an area without hostile units, check for Mac. Mac's going to be unlimited in this area. This is occupied, so we've got that area, or that area. Mac's going to be, well actually, no, again, Mac is not going to be unlimited from here, because it's not got a connection through one of these areas. However, it's going to prefer the area with the highest tax value of own towns that are occupied by enemies or rebels, which is this one. We occupy 3 in that area. This other one's in the other area, but we occupy 3 in that area. So it's going to go there and end the turn. End the turn, so it's got 1 bot power left. So like I see, I thought I wasn't going to be able to siege at all, but because it goes to siege and gains a bot power back, well, that's annoying, because I would maybe want to run the trade here, but I can't take that risk. So it's back to France again. They're just going to pass now, aren't they? Yeah, we're coming to the end. We're coming to the end. So they have no bot power left. They've picked the event already, so they're going to pass and gain 2 bot power. So France passes first. They will take first place for next round, but there's not going to be any of that next round stuff. They will gain 2 bot power, which is probably irrelevant as well. And that's them. So back to us again. Well, like I say, I would have liked to have traded, but how can I mean, am I going to have time to finish this? No, because where did I place my army to start with? Yeah, it's no good, Grant. You're not going to be able to move into any of these areas, are you? That's hopeless. Just stop. You'd be better using the 6 ducats you've got just to pay off a loan. Probably something like that. Yeah, you're kind of finished, Grant. I could spend 5. I could get the cabinet. Well, actually, does that not gain me a royal marriage? It does, isn't it? That's not an awful daft idea. I could play. Yeah, we've got the siege assault. I think my military thing's finished. We're finished. It's hopeless. Still got this development card. I could play that. It cost me 3 ducats though. Turns a small into a large. Place a core token, which gains me a point at the end of the round as well. But turning a small into a large, I want to say is probably going to gain me a point as well. I'm only going to have 2 administrative power left once I've played this though as well. Yeah, let's not bother. Let's do the cabinet. Let's research a cabinet idea. Where was the bit that needed 6 ideas? Oh, that was some event, wasn't it? And yeah, I've sorted to put my event, so I should be looking at that, but I'm not. I'm going to spend 5 and research an idea. I'm going to spend 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to research now. Well, I think I'm going to research the cabinet because I don't want to. All the other two, well, I've got this one. All the other 2. Oh, sorry, the other 2 are going to give Austria and France some points. But what is the effects here, though? Gain 1 if you're at peace. Well, I'm not. You may pay 3 to gain 1 stability. Oh, well, I've maxed out stability now and I've only got 2 left. Let me come back to the cabinet. Can't do that one. Quest for the New World. Gain a monarch power of your choice. Not so sure that helps. I think this might be the best. Add 1 more alliance and 1 more marriage to your supply. Instant effect, you may gain a royal marriage with an NPR that has the same state religion as you. So that allows me to put a royal marriage out. And remember, it gives me 2 points, and this one would not give points away. So let's just do that. So we tag the cabinet, we get 2 points. 23. We're on the move. 23. So you gain access to there's a couple of there's a marriage and alliance that's got it's got the word cabinet on it. There's the alliance. Alliance would have been a better one to get because I think that gives us 2 points. And then the marriage is the one that's got the cabinet. So basically you get access to these 2. But I've got 2 marriages spare anyway, so I get to get a marriage with an NPR. You may gain a royal marriage with an NPR that has the same state religion as you. I don't suppose it really matters where it goes. So we're Protestant, so as long as an NPR that's Protestant. Am I not better just going... Oh no, actually Lorraine's not. It'll still be... Well, yeah, no, it'll still be Catholic. Well, actually, maybe I've not got so many options here as I thought. Because I also can't gain a royal marriage with my own provinces. Right, let me hold the possibility of not doing this idea. Hang on, royal marriage. Let me just look up that. So, eligible marriage partners. Several player realms can be married to the same NPR. You may marry your own vassals, but not those of other realms. If an NPR to whom you are married becomes another realm, right, you may enter a marriage with an opponent realm. See player to player diplomacy. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do that with a bot. Eligible marriage partners based on state religion. Right, that didn't really help me, did it? Is there anything that's out there that's Protestant that I could... What about Picardy? Or for that matter, Luxembourg. Well, hang on. We're at war with them. I'm not so sure that works. Oh, you know what? You're going to struggle then. I think you're going to struggle to find anything. Right, hang on. What about here? Yeah, I forgot about here. We've got Augsburg, or what's that one? Salzburg. Oops. Damn it. Yeah, I can pick one of these. Or Ulm. Well, actually, that's where there's... No, his claim's now in the area, isn't it? Let's go with Ulm. Yeah, because it's the capital. It's a Protestant area. So I'm going to have a royal marriage with Ulm. There we go. Same state religion as us. That's what it says. You may gain a royal marriage with an NPR that has the same state religion as you. Okay, done. Yeah, that's it. That's my turnover. So, yeah, I might as well push on. Yeah, I can see us. This is part 89. I can see part 90 probably finishing this. It should. We do have these events to look through, which might... But, you know, it's, a lot of it's not going to matter, Grant, so don't spend too much time over it. Right, back to Austria, who have got one bot power left. You see. Are they under attack by enemies or rebels? They are. They're going to go to defend and spend that ball power. I think they've run out of cubes. They have. But remember, they just bring them back from that. So they go to defend, spend the ball power. Any areas with invaders? No. Army deployed in an area where it can siege? Yes. So they're going to go to siege and gain a bot power. Right, the bot power's going to have to come back from there because there's no cubes left. They gain a bot power, they go to siege. They're going to siege hostile provinces up to 3 tax value. They've only got 1. It's prefer own core provinces, then occupied by enemy. Prefer own core provinces occupied by enemy, then any opponents. These are not its own core provinces, so it's going to pick one of these. We decided it's going to pick Landshut. Well, that's nice, because that's an unrest though. Hold on. Did I not see that when that comes off, that might flip over? Anyway, our town comes off, and that goes back on our player mat, so that loses us a point, basically, sadly. Well, that's something you could do. You could put your army back in there and try and siege that back, because that's losing your point as well. So hang on, so when this comes off, let me see here. Yeah, I think if I look at up siege, warfare, no, I think I'm further on here. No, it's back further, Grant. Sieges. Right, when sieging, so what was that? It was an enemy A hostile player realm's province. No, an enemy occupied province whose lawful owner is neutral or friendly, including you. Simply return the occupier's town to their town track. That's what I've done. An enemy occupied province whose lawful owner is also your enemy. No. No, I think it's turned like that. I think the unrest stays there, actually. I think I'm thinking of something else that would remove the unrest. I remember seeing it I think it was just yesterday, and I thought, oh, I didn't really think about that. But I don't think that's the case. Okay, well, we'll leave it as is. Somebody might say something if they know it's wrong. So now carrying on with the siege. Let's say that cost them 1 bolt power, and that's all they can do. I mean, obviously they'd like to spend the other 2 and siege them back, but it's not got the bolt power. So that's the best we could do out of that. I think that is going to mean they're going to. The scary part could be their event. Oh, if they pick one with ducats on it, grand. Oh man. Well, hopefully they'll pick the French one, but mind you, that looks like that might gain them some power anyway. No. Okay, are they at war still, or has towns with unrest in that area? Yes, both of these apply, so they're going to end the turn now. Okay. Yeah, no, because once they've run the event, they've then got bot power, they can then consider defending again, can't they? And sieging again. Ugh. This is just not... The last round is not going how I was kind of hoping it might go, but you can see that if you'd played the game before, you would be expecting all this, and probably have done things differently because you know that you knew this was going to happen. Maybe it'd been better me totally. Well, should I have carried the war on? There's the. That's probably the question that's answered, that should be answered with a no. You shouldn't have. You should have let the war stop. And stop in a way that benefited you. You know, give these back to the NPR and get some prestige. Probably. Oh well. That's Austria, wasn't it? Right. So France now. Oh, they've already passed. Yeah, they passed. Yeah. So it's back to us. So what you might still get a couple of turns, to be honest, because I think they are going to. Well, here's a thought. Why don't you take the event? I don't want to take that one. This is horrible both ways. Thing is, if I take one of the event with ducats on it, it means ducats are going to go on the other one that's not got ducats on it. Yeah, and there might be a chance that if he picks that rightmost one, although if you look at the rightmost one, it's the French event, both A and B, A says you gain 1 military power, and B says you gain 1 diplomatic power. So it suggests to me that I don't know. I don't know what I suppose I could go and look at the bot suggestion and find out first, but I'm not going to bother with that. I think the best one for me is global trade, which looks like it says you may develop a coastal small town into a large town for free. Pretty sure we could get one of them. Yeah. These are coastal, small. That would be a positive one for us, and we'd get 2 ducats for that. Pirates on that. Yeah, that's the best one, but then my worry is the middle one. Well, I don't want to play it, so if the bot plays it, yeah, but like I've already said, if I take global trade, sorry, maybe I should show you what I'm looking at here. If I take global trade, there's 2 ducats will go on that, but more importantly, 2 ducats are going to go on that. So that means that whatever one the Austrians pick, they're going to gain a bot power because it's got ducats on it. But I get the feeling I'm going to go and look. I know I'm talking about things being gamey, and there's another case where you could avoid this one, Grant, but why don't I just leave it and let that is an opponent's event. It's a French event, but they're not at war. Opponent event is revealed, yes, pick such event. That's a die roll with 4. Or a die roll with 3 would be the rightmost. So a 3 or a 4. Own event is revealed, no. At war with opponent whose event is revealed, no. That would pick 1. So in actual fact, the roll of a 1, 5 or a 6 is going to pick this, which is the one that I kind of like the look of. All players with towns or ships on 2+ distant continents may either gain a third merchant or develop a small town and a large town for free. All players with towns or ships on 2+ distant continents. No players have got that. Just I could pick that growth of cities, sorry. You may develop a coastal small town and a large town for free. This is the one with the rebel dice roll. This is horrible. A and B are yuck. I don't want to play that. I don't know what the bot would do with that, but so I suppose is a roll of a 1, 5 or 6, he picks that. A roll of a 3 or a 4, he picks that. And the roll of only a 2 would be picks that, which is kind of cute. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I was going to say, but if he picks that, he gains a bot power for having it ducats on it. Then if he picks that one, I'm probably going to pick this. Oh, let's just see what happens. Let's just leave it and see what happens. So is it my turn? Yeah, France have passed. Trade, well, no, because you don't want to give him bot power. Why don't I do what I said and try and get my army in Pomerania here and remove and siege that rebel town away? That's something. Let's do that. Let's you're not gonna have military power left. Well, change national focus. I'm going to have time to do that. If my army's on the map, is that a problem? No, because it's not going to be in an area. It's not going to be in an area where... What am I looking for? It's not an area with invaders, because we'd be in our own area. So I need to refresh units. Which means I need to put another town in unrest. 4 units. I don't know if this is better than me just paying a loan off and just leaving all this. That's going to lose me a point because it's covering this on my track. And remember, we get a point for each income. So if I was to remove that, that would give me a point back. However, each one of these cost me a point, so I could pay 1 back right now. Why don't I just do that? That means I can't play that card. Well, you are going to gain ducats maybe off the event. You could trade as well still. Well, I changed national focus maybe. Just for this turn and see what the bot does. The bot's going to draw his event, isn't he? And we're kind of hoping he's going to take the French event and not gain any bot power out of it. Okay, I'm just going to change the national focus then. I'm going to change the national focus, moving one from there to there, one from there to there. That still gives me a cube to do a trade if I want to. That's it. That's me. Right, Austria. No ball power left. Has picked event. No. It's going to go to the event, right? So, yeah, here we go. Let's just roll the dice. Can't remember what it is I want. 6. No, I think that's the leftmost. It's 1, 5, and 6, I said there. Own event is revealed. Well, no. At war with opponent whose event is revealed. Well, the French event is revealed, but they're not at war, so that's a no. It's going to pick the leftmost, gain a ball power for ducats on that. Damn! Okay. So he gains a bot power. It's going to have to come from there as well. Because I've not got any cubes left. That then remains these two. So this means 4 on that one that I don't want to pick. And there's 2 ducats on the French one, which is probably the one that I will pick. And, well, we don't know what's going to happen, global trade, but it doesn't really matter because he's now got the bot power. He's going to be able to siege another town down. Okay, global trade. So I don't know, all players, well, this doesn't apply to anybody in the game. My guess is he's probably going to get to expand a town from small to large. And he's got available towns, so I'm going to gain him a point or something. Let me go and look though. Global trade 31A2. I'm a bit confused by this one. It says, I'm stretching out the computer there. Eligible bot. Right, hang on. Eligible bots develop province, if not 8 plus large already, or gain 2 bot power. And resolving bot, do it twice. So, well, eligible bots. See, does this all have to be distant continents? It doesn't really say that. This part says all players with towns or ships on 2 plus distant continents may either gain a third merchant or develop a small into a large for free. But that doesn't apply to anybody here. Doesn't apply to anybody. However, it doesn't really state that in the suggestion. It just says that eligible bots, well, hold on, does it mean eligible here? Or does it mean that one? That A just says you may develop a coastal, small town into a large for free. And both bots would be able to do that. However, going by the suggestion, you need to have you need to have large towns available. Well, France does not. So France would gain 2 bot power instead, but it says the resolving bot gets to do this twice. Which, I don't know. Because I could understand if it was eligible for this bit, it gets to do it once, and then this bit, it gets to do it twice, but it's not. Nah, I was going to just go with this and just give the Austria 2 large towns instead. Oh, hold on. They've got Jutland, yeah. I was going to say they need coastal towns. Yeah, they've got a couple down here as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to go and ask about this one. It's always tricky how to work out how to put it down and explain it. Yeah, I think I will. What am I at? 40 minutes. So I suppose I could have wrapped up another part here. I do kind of probably need to take a break though. Yeah, I think I'll just go and pause just now. Yeah, I'll go and pause just now. I'll be back in a wee bit. Cheers. Hi all. Right, back to finish off this part 89. Yeah. Was 89? Was it? Or was it 88? Whatever I said at the beginning. Well, yeah, I do that all the time. Okay, yeah, I've been on pause for a few, well, an hour-ish. And I left the question out there. I went and asked on the Discord. And Max replied with that you know, I guess the bit that was bothering me was that, what was it, eligible bots. So, but when he explains that, I suppose that then does make sense. It means eligible for, well, for this, and this is what I maybe thought. There's none of this applies to any bots. And what he says is, obviously, the bot that was active and resolving the event, they would be picking between these, but they wouldn't get two. This is the first one that they would get. So if they had this, they would get one. So I suppose you've got to read a bit into that. It's not crystal clear, really. You know, because although you might say, well, maybe it is, because is a bot eligible for this, and then, but then, see, eligible bots, France is eligible for this. You know, so I kind of, that's what I suppose was throwing me. But he's basically saying that this is where they get the extra growth from, which is kind of what I felt like it should be, because if we were playing this ourselves and we had a small town on a distant continent, we would get to develop it there, and we would also, if we picked A, we would get to develop it there. So you would get two. So that's what that's meaning by the active bot would get to do it twice. And if they don't happen to have these, they get compensated with 2 bot power. So going by what he says, the bot, none of that applies to them. The bot would pick this and it would develop 1 large town, not 2. It wouldn't get 2. And with the bit that I was going to give France as well, but the eligible part must be that. Not crystal clear, like I say, but we'll go with what he says. I did feel like that's sort of how it would go, although the fact that France isn't involved here. But I mean, why should it be? Why should France benefit from this? Yes, it should benefit from that if it's eligible for that, and I think that's what the suggestion means. But some of the text leaves you a little bit sort of. I mean, how many questions have I had on the event using the event suggestion file? However, how many questions would I have if I wasn't using that file? Probably a lot more, wouldn't I? Because it does kind of keep them a bit simpler. I do wish they were. That became an official document and they cleaned it up better. I mean, I'm not knocking the guy that's made it. Obviously, he's put a lot of work into it and whatever. I must have went through every event and thought it through and whatever. I'm not knocking that, but it does need a little bit of work done to it, you know. And I wish that was something that was an official, whether it was an optional, but official thing. You know. Okay, so we're going to develop one of Austria's towns, a coastal town. So they do have, there's a couple down here. So they've got Ragusa, Crane must count, it's a port anyway. So anything with a port, I'm assuming is a coastal town. So that's KR, we're looking for something alphabetically. O, V and S up here, and the rest are inland. So it's going to be Crane actually, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it is coastal. The water comes round there. And these are counted as ports. So I don't see what your problem is there, Grant. So I'm going to take a large town off their map, replace Crane with a large town. Now that's going to go back on the mat and nudge one of the cubes back as well. And there we go. You may develop a coastal small town and a large for free. Right. That's it. So that's that event taken care of. And then we've got some secondary effects, which I think these aren't going to do anything. This is the, what is it? This is the colonist thing, isn't it? Native uprising, bots always ignore unrest, resolving bot. Yeah. And then that is pirates use auto resolution rules. These don't match the colours of the Dutch one. And then squares would take oh yeah, we're gonna lose two. Yeah, we're gonna lose 2 advisors with that. So. Don't think that matters. It doesn't affect our final score in either that. So let's see what's this gland 30, page 41. Secondary effects. Yeah, just looking at the colonists. Native uprising. Each player loses 1 colonist from the colonist pool and gain unrest in a distant town. Yeah, so none of that applies. These don't apply to us. With no DMPRs with that colour. The pirates auto resolution. Well, the main. It's place a pirate ship in a maritime trade node of your choice. If possible, this must be a node that has at least 1 merchant in it. Well, again, the only one is Lubeck, which has got a pirate in it. Pirates reduce trade income in the node where they're located. Auto resolution. Place the pirate ship into the trade node with the most merchants. First tiebreaker, expanded node. Second tiebreaker, random. But is there any point... page 25. I don't think there's a point putting another one into Lubeck, is there? Page 25. Pirates. Pirates are always placed on trade nodes and reduce the trade power of all player realms in that node. Pirates can be attacked by ships located in a sea zone adjacent to the node in question. To do so, a player must take a naval activation. See, I don't know. Page 35, pirates. For each pirate ship present in a trade node, all players collect trade income from 1 row lower. So that would actually drop them down 2 rows then. So where I was on row 2 there, I only got 1. If there was 2 pirate ships there, I wouldn't get anything. So it does seem that it goes there. Place pirate ship into the trade node with the most... Yeah, maritime trade node of your choice, but auto resolution rules are trade node with the most merchants. So, and there is only 1 merchant in a trade node. So it means there's going to be 2 pirate ships up there now. If I can get it out of the box here. There we go. Okay, so it does. It's going to make it kind of impossible. Well, you know what? We're done with that anyway. We've already traded up there, and the end of the game's just coming up. So that'll be that. Right. So that is placed there. That's all that happens. Then we resolve wounds to squares. So let me take my tray out of the way there. You can see that this guy is a square and has a wound, so he's gone. And our multi-revisor is a square and has a wound, so he's gone. This is a square also, so he's going to take a wound. So we lost 2 of our advisors. Like I say, I don't think it's relevant. It doesn't appear to cost you any prestige. The one I was more concerned about was my ruler, in case Interregnum caused us any... I never really read anything about points being deducted for that, but then maybe the end around stuff, I never really looked into that, so possibly. Okay, and I can put that back, and that's that. Right, so that was Austria taking their event, and I can put that back on there. That's them taking their event, but they've gained 1 bot power with that. So it does mean we've got, again, the problem is we really need to trade here for. Well, we got military power back there, but we've no army. We've not got an army. Well, if we took If we take our event this turn, yeah, why don't we take the event? Then Austria are going to, let's see what they're going to do again. They're going to defend. Yeah, because actually they're going to defend and siege. I want to say they're going to siege another town, which is kind of annoying. Although I took Regensburg out of unrest, so I think it would just do München. So, is under attack by enemies or rebels? Yes. Go to defend and spend the bot power. So that's what we're going to do. Any areas or invaders? No. Army deployed in an area where it can siege? Yes. Go to siege, gain 1 bot power. So then it's got the 1 bot power. Then it's going to siege this town back to itself. Back to its own. That's what it's going to do. It's then going to end the turn. It's then not going to have bot power, but we still can't trade, because if we trade, we might give them bot power. But then they pass, we've took an event, then we've only got 1 turn left. And we can't then trade, and there's too much to do. You need your army. Well, hold on though. The money was just to pay off loans. Okay, hang on here. So I could build an army of up to 3 units. Yeah, the siege strength we need is only 1 anyway. So in actual fact, would be as well just building an army worth of 1 unit, wouldn't we? And then the last thing we do in the game, well, probably the last thing we want to do, well, as long as Austria's passed, is do a trade action, try and get some money back. Yeah, okay. So, well, we certainly don't want to take the, what is it, decadent government event. Yeah, plus it's got the rebel dice roll. Well, yeah, maybe you want to, because I mean, another thing we could do is remove 2 unrest with a. Well, actually, no. Remember, it's different for us. We can remove up to a amount of unrest. We've got military power. I've got 3 military power. I don't think I want to do. Well, hang on though. I'm going to gain a power of some sort, whatever one I take, on the France event, and we're going to gain 2 ducats. Does any of that matter? No. Well, the fact that I gain 1 military power, maybe. Was what I could do is recruit. Oh, yeah, I need to put another town into unrest first as well, don't I? Okay, is it my turn? It is, isn't it? Yeah, because France have passed. So, let's have a turn. No, let's try and finish this, Grant. Well, part 90 is just going to be about end of turn stuff, end of game stuff, final scoring. I'm pretty sure that could just fit into a part, couldn't it? So, well, I suppose I could carry. I'll leave a wee bit then. 54 minutes. Right, I think I'm going to do a minor action to. What is it? Manpower? Is it serfdom? What does it say? Replenish manpower. Remember, that cost me unrest to do it because I've got that serfdom. So I'm going to put. Yeah, I better do it up here in case I don't do the suppress unrest. Because in actual fact, that's what, my army's going to go in there. I wonder if I should make the army stronger then. Yeah, maybe you should, Grant. Okay, so I'm going to put that in unrest, and I'm going to get 4 manpower into available. Now, I've only got 6 ducats, and remember, I can't take a loan. So, from the 4, I mean, I was thinking about just taking 1, because I think I'm going to build the army in Pomerania, which is fine. I was just going to build it with 1 unit, costing me 2 ducats, leaving me with 4 ducats, just to try and keep money. If I happen to get a decent enough trade, then I might be able to pay off more than 1 loan, you know. But the fact that we've got some unrest up here and rebel dice rolls are going to kick in, maybe I should have 2. Well, hang on though, Grant, hang on. 1 strength army is probably going to be fine. 1 strength army will allow me to siege that back to Mullen. Now, is that that'll be an unrest as well, though, won't it? Ugh. So that means there's going to be 3 dice rolled up there, unless I get the suppress unrest. I don't know if I've got time for that, though. That's the thing. I think I should maybe build it at 2 units. Just to be safe. I mean, I could build it at 2 and roll 3 rebellions, and it's not safe. Oh yeah, let's do it. I mean, it's only money. So I'm going to recruit an army of. No, maybe we pick that up. I'm going to spend 4 ducats. Hang on. Yeah, I need to spend a military power for this as well. So I'm going to spend 1 military power and recruit 2 units, giving me 1 change. 2 units into army. It doesn't matter, does it? Well, actually, my general's in army 2, so I suppose that's not going to matter, I don't think. So I'm going to recruit into army 2, which is going to be recruited in Pomerania. And then that is fine. Siege Assault doesn't do anything for me anyway. I'm not able to use that. Probably should have used it. Well, I thought I was hoping to get a chance to use it better in one of these areas, but you could see that was highly unlikely to happen, wasn't it? So that's me recruited, and that's it, isn't it? Yeah, and that's not causing. That doesn't mean we've got an area with Austria have an area with invaders, because although I've got an army there, we're not in an area that's bothering them. So that's not going to then skip by and have their army coming after me again. I don't believe so. They're still going to go to siege. Okay, I'm at 58 minutes. I think I will just stop it there. And we'll come back. There'll be 2 or 3 turns left, and then I'll finish things up with the last part, I think. I think that's how it should go. So it will just be the last part, the next part 90, I think. Yes, I've got that event to take, but I don't think there's much to do there. There's going to be a rebellion, a rebel dice roll. So if I have time, I will suppress unrest. But, because I'm going to have 1 military power spare, but I get the feeling I'm maybe not. I think I'm only going to have 2 more turns and my event, I think. So that means, well, actually, depends what's more important, suppress unrest or doing a trade action. See, it might be doing the trade action, because if I can hit a Saxony and get 10 ducats, maybe, then end up with 12 ducats, that would pay off 2 loans. So that's going to give me another point back, another extra point back as well. Right, okay. And then it just save another little point that I know I'm going to be easily defeated here anyway, but Okay, I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be back in a bit to finish this game off, hopefully with the next part. Cheers.